Hi,
My name is Tracey,
and my name is Lynn.
and together
we are
Bollocks and Balls. We like to chat
And boy, can we chat.
about the bollocks and balls.
Mainly in our heads, but also about life in general. After all, it's good to talk. Afternoon.
Afternoon.
How be thee?
Oh, you be alright?
Oh, me
How
lovely.
be thee?
Yeah, I'd be alright, thank you, my darling. How's your week been?
Oh, we won't talk about my week.
Oh no. Shit, well done, Lynn.
No, it's fine. I've just had a bit of a
My big mouth.
spanner week, but it's good. We all get spanner weeks, don't we?
We do indeed.
But I know I'm not a spanner, so I'm fine.
Well, that's true. You're not.
It's just having a spanner week.
I like that term, spanner.
Oh, I just thought it
Where
was
did
a
we
bit
get that
nicer
from?
than saying shit.
You mean we've stopped swearing all of a sudden?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. I just sometimes think it might be too much swearing.
Oh,
Can we do too much?
Can you do? I don't think there's such thing as too much swearing.
Alright, no, fuck it.
I used to work with a chap where every other word was the F word, and I mean every other word.
Did you take offence then?
No,
That's good.
with him, no. But the weirdest thing is, right? And I'm going back a few years. I was young, which was a long time ago.
Darkened.
Start with, I was back in my day. There was an old boy that used to work in the same office as me, and when he swore, it used to really take me back. I used to find that offensive. But the other guy, whose every other word was a swear word, it just didn't bother me. So why is that?
Isn't that funny? I don't know. That's really weird.
Was it because I wasn't expecting it from a grey-haired old chap?
Maybe.
And you kind of got used to it with the other chap because
Was he a younger chap?
Yeah, but he was still older than me. He was in his 40s. But like the older chap must have been coming up to 60 odd.
I do think that people are almost like, when you're older, people almost don't think that you should swear, or even that you know how to.
No, but that's so true. I swear, obviously working in the nursing home, you get that. But I find it hilarious. We used to have this lady, I won't tell her name, but honestly, and she used to be a landlady in a pub in her day. And on it, she was tiny. Literally, she must have been about 4'10" and about, I don't know, the size of a matchstick. Oh my God, I have never heard swear words come out of her mouth. And I mean every swear word. Even the C word would come out of her mouth.
It's
You'd go,
funny.
you'd be like, oh my God, I didn't even think they knew those words in your day.
No, it is weird. Were you here the other day when my daughters said, we were talking in the kitchen, I don't know what we were talking about, and they both, or my oldest daughter said, Mum, you never would let us swear, like any swear words at all. And now, can't shut you up. And I thought, that's so true.
Yeah.
I actually didn't like, I don't even know that I didn't like it. I think I was just brought up that you didn't do it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh God, yeah.
But yet now I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, my mum hit me with a hairbrush because I told her to bugger off when I was 13. It was only bugger. God knows what would have happened if I flipping told her the F word.
I remember my mum chasing me up the stairs once because I stuck my fingers up at my brother. You know when you're a kid, don't you? You did two fingers. And she was behind me.
But that's the thing, isn't it? You know, I was always rigid with my boys. You don't swear, you never swear, honestly.
Yeah.
And I've turned into a right
It's programming, isn't it? It definitely
potty
is.
mouth. Yeah. That, oh no, you shouldn't swear, and you shouldn't swear in front of your elders.
Because I wouldn't ever swear, abusively swear at somebody.
Oh no.
I wouldn't do that. So it's like we say, innit? It's strong language, not bad language.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. But it has so much different meanings, doesn't it? It's hilarious.
Yeah. And it's funny, and was I talking to somebody this week? I can't remember for the life of me who remember it was. Oh, it was the chaps that have come over to do my garden. And we were having a chat with one of them yesterday. And he was saying that he was talking to me about a particular comedian who's an Aussie. And in Australia, they use the C word a lot. And that's normal for them. It's not seen as a bad word over there. But like you say, for us over here, that's quite a take you back. That's quite a strong word, isn't it?
We're so typically British, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are so funny with our British ways. It is just programming, isn't it? It is programming.
Oh God, so much.
Absolutely.
So much, and like you say, that whole British stiff upper lip, and it's just crap, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I only heard my mum swear when she was in the throes of dementia, bless her.
So would she swear then?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Really?
But only like bugger or bloody.
Yeah, nothing like...
No. But she would never have done that when I was like growing up or anything.
Yeah, my mum didn't swear till she got older.
No.
But even then, I don't know, I must have been in my 40s before I think I swore in front of her.
Yeah, we're whole different generations now, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think us, as in our 50s and onwards, are very different than the generation before. Although we carry a lot of what they've programmed us, we are very different, I think. We're a lot younger, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's what I'm going to believe anyway.
We are younger, thank you very much. But we are, because if I think, so, crikey, I can't even remember how old my nan when I was born, but, so she was 21, I was 20, she was 21 when she died? No, she was, that's just bullshit, innit? I was 21 when she died. And I just think of how, so if I go back to when I was a kid, so she would have been in her late 40s, or probably her 50s, maybe early 60s, but how she would dress then, and if I think of my mum, my mum wouldn't have dressed like that.
I think for us, our nans, our grands, our grandmas, granddads, whatever, were always like that typical grandma, granddad that you would see in a picture, weren't they?
They were, without this sounding weird, but they were old people.
Yeah.
They were always old people.
Even if they weren't old people, they were
old people. Yeah. Whereas that's not the case now, is it?
No, it's not. No.
I used to skittle on a Monday night. And there was a lady, there were a couple of ladies that would skittle with us, and they were in their 70s, and they looked freaking amazing. Yeah, one of them, she looked amazing. She used to wear skinny jeans, really nice tops, hair. Yeah, she looked flipping. I thought, Jesus, if I want to like, when I'm that age. She looked incredible. But there was no, and like I say, she was a grandmother and stuff like that, but there was no old feeling about her.
No.
So for me, I think that means age is just in your head.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's got to be, hasn't it? Because otherwise...
Definitely. And we are programmed to believe that we can do certain things at certain ages, and then at certain ages we can't. Be that what we wear, what we do, how we should behave, all that sort of thing. And I think some of that's still got a long way to go.
Gosh, I think it has.
Yeah. And people live to it, don't they? Some people. Oh, no, I can't do that now. Or, oh, no, I couldn't wear that now. Or,
why the hell not?
Sod it. You want to wear it, want to do it, why not?
And that's the thing, and I think that's also, to be honest, I definitely think that's a woman thing. I definitely think that's a gender thing.
Yeah.
To a lot of degree as well.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think men do struggle it as well, definitely.
I suppose they do, don't they? That you have to wear beige slacks and
Pipe and slippers job.
You say that? This is really random. I bought John's had a pair of slippers, just like slip-on slippers, for like ages, and he falls arse over tit because they fall off his feet, and he's been moaning about them for donkey's years, right? So I bought him a pair, and like the moccasin type ones. I bought him one of them. Tom walked in the house. He went, "What the fuck are they?" I went, "What?" He went, "Those
slippers.
Those slippers." I was like, "Well, they're your dad's." I thought, "If you Dad," he went, "Jesus Christ, Dad, you've waited 20 years just for you walking in the door."
There you see, so those slippers are classed as granddad slippers.
Yeah.
So we even do that with certain items, that you shouldn't wear that unless you're a granddad.
He did that. He was, "Jesus, you've aged 20 years." I was like, "It's a pair of slippers." He went, "But they're them." I was like, "Oh my God."
See, unfortunately, you get to a while where age does mean comfort.
Oh God.
That's the problem.
Sorry, love. I don't know. I think I've always been comfort. I've always been built comfort my entire life. I am not a stiletto girl. I've never been a stiletto girl.
Never thought I'd come out in my stilettos.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
I've never been.
It's mozzie.
Get out, fly. Yeah, no. I've never been a massive stiletto fan.
I used to wear 4-inch stilettos to school.
How?
It's liking you, that mozzie. Sorry.
Oh Christ, I'm clearly going to taste nice, aren't I?
Yeah, just did.
How did you like
stilettos or platforms? Massive platforms, loved them.
Platforms a bit easier to wear because it's not so bad, but stilettos.
I could run a good race in these stilettos.
Jesus, how?
Funny enough. Couldn't do it now.
God, no. Don't think I've ever done it.
All ass over tit now.
I would. I'd break my neck within like 30 seconds of being on a pair of stilettos.
Yeah, I'd loved mine.
I find me dancing heels bad enough.
Oh, yeah, well, look at me. You've gone to flatties. I need to get back in them.
Can't wait to get them off after an hour and a half. I'm like, "Get those shoes off now."
Old farts.
We are old farts.
Speak for yourself.
We're not, see. We may be older in years. We're not mentally. But that's what it's about. You're not mentally, are you?
No.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm going to grow old disgracefully.
Oh, and I say, like, when people say about age, or because people get really upset about age, don't they? And I just say, just let the numbers get bigger, because if the numbers getting bigger, then I'm still here. What more can you want?
We can't want any more, can you?
No, absolutely not.
That's a really good philosophy.
Yeah, that's my philosophy. Since like my numbers are getting bigger and I can't turn them around now.
You don't want to turn your numbers round at the moment, otherwise that makes you a lot older.
I know. It does.
I can turn mine around, that's fine. We're all Gucci at the minute.
I don't have that pleasure now.
It's because you reached over the 5 age. It'll be alright once you hit the other one, you can turn it round, it's fine.
Oh dear.
It's that you're alright when you're the under the 5 bit.
Oh, yeah. Not for much longer.
It's funny, I struggled with age at some point. I hated being 30.
Never bothered me.
Oh gee, I was a right cowbag when I turned 30. I just hated it. Hated the thought of turning 30.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it made me like really horrible. And
I don't know. Why?
I don't know. To this day, I don't know. But I couldn't wait to be 40.
Well, that's because people say life begins.
And do people just moan about being 30 and thinking you're 30 and your 20s are over?
Yeah, see?
Not that I had much of a 20s. I was just giving birth the entire time I was 20s.
It's what we're always told, see, isn't it? And
Yeah,
that's what
true.
then we've got in our heads, and that becomes our belief. So 30s are bad, 40s are good because everybody goes, oh yeah, life begins at 40. Life begins whenever you want it.
This is true. Whenever you wake up and decide it's going to begin.
Yeah, absolutely. We should wake up every morning and think life begins today.
Woo!
So, but yeah. It's just what we've been, it is exactly what we've been
Again,
told.
another bit of societal conditioning and programming.
Yeah.
Life begins at 40.
Yeah. Yeah. 30, I suppose, is that transition, isn't it? You're transitioning towards
Transitioning to where?
to old age.
Shoot
There's
me
no
now.
age at all, is it?
Jesus, it's not.
funny. Yeah.
But then you think as a kid, if you said anybody told you they were 30, you thought they were flipping ancient.
Oh, ancient. Yeah, absolutely. But then when you're 30, everybody looks 12.
They do.
So it works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know when you look at everybody and they look 12 that you're getting older.
So they say about policemen and doctors, though. You know you're getting old when all the doctors and the policemen you see look about 12, and then you think,
Yeah.
oh, that's it, you're screwed now then.
Yeah. So you see how all that conditioning affects us in ways that we never ever think.
It's mad, isn't it?
We never really sit and think about that, do we?
No.
About these little things that just like sayings, like life begins at 40. What is that actually saying to us, and what has that said to us into how we think and then how we feel?
Yeah, that up until 40, then...
Yeah, it's funny.
And whoever came up with that saying,
Well,
anyway.
Exactly. Wherever did that come from? Probably some just real random thing that somebody said once, and then it sticks.
It's probably on a bloody greeting card.
Yeah, but look at the effect that has on people, on how they think, how they feel, how they act, how they react to that age. It's
Wow.
madness, absolute madness.
But it is, isn't it? But nobody ever questions that. Nobody
No.
ever thinks that. And we say things like that without even being aware of what we're saying and what impact
Exactly.
that's having.
Exactly.
And we do that automatically.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. We tell kids all the time to grow up, don't we? And then when they grow up, everybody wants to be a kid again because you forget how to be a kid, forget how to have fun.
Grown up sucks.
It does. Who wants to be a grown up?
Nobody wants to be a grown up. You get to be a grown up if you're like, shit. Who said this was a good idea?
Not at all. Yeah, it's funny.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. These funny little sayings.
But there's lots of them if you think
Yeah,
about
there
it.
is.
Not just with age, is it?
No.
But like you say, with the whole swearing thing and
Oh yeah, because it's
respect your elders.
yeah. Yeah.
What if your elders being a knob? So, I just slipped out.
It's true though.
Because some of them can be.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they think that you should always respect your elders, but you can't demand respect, you have to gain it.
But that's the thing, isn't it?
It's a two-way issue.
It is a two-way issue.
But some of those, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it is because of those sayings that are all out there.
Do you think other cultures have these sayings, or do you think it's a British thing?
Oh, I don't know.
I think as British we talk a lot of bollocks.
Oh, absolutely. I actually had a conversation with my youngest daughter last night, and we were talking about there's I can't remember what we were talking about that brought it up, but because the old saying like blood is thicker than water,
Yeah.
in a sense, and that we should be like react to our family in a certain way. Yet, like you say, some family can be absolute knobs.
Yeah.
So if somebody we didn't know behaved like they did, we would say a totally different thing than we do because that member is a member of your family,
Gosh, that's
and
so true.
you are told to react or to behave to them in totally a different way. And like we were saying the other day with boundaries,
Oh gosh,
we allow
yes.
family to cross boundaries
God,
when we
yeah.
wouldn't dream of letting
No.
somebody else cross that boundary, because it's family.
Yeah.
And that's a condition.
God, it is, isn't it?
Because
Yeah.
that shouldn't be. It doesn't. It's irrelevant
Who they are.
who they are.
Wow. But that's so true.
Mm.
That's so true.
But you know automatically, without even somebody saying it, you react in a certain way because that's the belief that you've been conditioned to believe.
And that you have to behave like that because it's a family member.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm.
And that's all from a saying blood is thicker than water.
Yeah.
Because that's what, like you say, we're brought up to believe.
Yeah. And so that opens a lot of gateways, doesn't it?
Wow.
It causes a lot of heartache.
Because it does, isn't it? Because you're forgiving people that shouldn't be forgiven. That's not what I'm trying to say.
No.
That you might not want to forgive necessarily straight away because they're a family member. Or you need to work through you need to process what's gone on to be able to rebuild that.
Whereas if it was somebody else, you'd just go, fuck off.
Yeah.
And that would be the end of it, wouldn't you know?
Yeah. This is it, isn't it? You wouldn't question that, would they?
No.
And I think that's the same with friendships as well. And like you say, and family. Yeah, it definitely muddies the waters.
It does muddy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But again, because we're brought up with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's fascinating. I love it. I could talk about this shit all the time. Oh, we are talking about this shit all the time.
Yeah, it's interesting on the words we use and how we use them, and how we use them without thinking about what we're saying and then the implications of what that carries forward for people.
God, so much.
All the time.
But like you say, because we're conditioned to bring, people say that. Generations of people before us have said that.
Yeah.
So you just say it. I'm sure, I know I definitely have, and I'm sure you probably have, and I'm sure that most parents out there, when you say something and you think, shit, that was my mother that just said that.
Yes.
And, you've sworn blind, I'm never going to be like my mother with my children. And literally, the saying comes out and you think, fuck.
Yeah.
That was her.
Because it's something you've heard.
Yeah.
Or seen them do all the time. So subconsciously, we just absolutely absorb that and take it on board.
Yeah.
And then become that.
And like you say, we repeat that pattern.
Yeah.
For then it to be repeated for another generation.
Yeah.
I feel like shit.
It's like you're forever planting those seeds, aren't you?
Without being aware with what you're saying or doing.
Yeah. There's
this Billy Connolly sketch. I love Billy Connolly. He makes me laugh so much. But it's in his book, I think, as well. But I'm sure he did a sketch on it about the things his dad used to say to him. So things like, if he was crying, I'll make you cry even harder. And he said, wife used to sit there and think, well, I'm crying. How can you make me cry? Or I'll make you laugh on the other side of your face. What bollocks does that mean?
Oh, it's funny.
Or I'll give you something to cry about if you're crying. But it is, isn't it? It's all these things that get said.
But the implications of those sort of things are so deep as well. Because then you're telling that child that it's wrong to cry.
Yeah.
that that's a bad emotion.
Yeah. This is it, isn't it?
So that you take it a step further then.
Yeah. And that's the thing, isn't it? So they don't then, do they?
No, so then they just suppress it all.
But like you say, it's just random things we come out with.
Our language is terrible.
But it is,
and I'm not talking about bad language, it's just the things we say. If we actually sat and thought about some of those things we say, and then how that moves forward for people in their lives, because it pins a belief to it.
That's the thing, and I think, and I do think it's quite a British thing, but we come out with things, and then I think about, well, people who come from different cultures, half the time we must talk complete and utter gobbledygook word, for example. What does gobbledygook? You come up with the word gobbledygook.
But then I'm sure each culture, has the same sort of thing, to be honest. Do you reckon? I
don't know. I do you know what? I'm going to see if I can find out.
Probably do.
Because it's just a thing you think, oh my God, we talk such shite all the time.
Yeah.
That nobody other than other British people understand what we're talking about.
We have such funny sayings.
It just made me think of Michael Mcintyre.
Oh yeah.
So I watched him on the Graham Norton show, and he was was it the Graham Norton show? I think it might be. Anyway, there was a whole thing that he said about he was doing a tour in Australia, and he was like, he wanted to know whether they in Australia had the same things like willy nilly. Does anybody else in any part of other than the world come up with the term willy nilly?
Where the hell did that come from?
But only British people would know what willy nilly means.
Yeah, but then look at us down here. We go, that's a girt big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
What's girt mean? We know what it means.
But then that's it, isn't it? Is it? I'm guessing it must be, isn't it? That you get colloquialisms. Shit, that's a big word.
Yeah, that was. What did you have for breakfast?
Be that hummus I've just eaten. Brain food and the carrot. It's because it's like you say, from what you have in the southwest compared to what you would have in Newcastle with like Geordies and stuff like that.
That's true.
That's very different. I'm guessing that must be the same in different cultures as well.
Yeah,
different parts of the world, that depending on where you come from. But yeah, it's just like random. He came up with a whole list of them. Was it willy nilly, hanky panky?
Hanky panky. I haven't heard that word for ages.
I don't think anybody says hanky panky.
Hanky panky. I like that word. I don't remember that now.
Oh, there was like loads of them. There's like loads of them within the British language that rhyme, and we all.
I don't think you hear them so much now, do you?
No.
Actually.
No.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
I'll have to see if I can find the link for that show. If I can find it, I'll put it in the show notes just so that you can watch it. But it was like really true. It's just like.
It is, isn't it? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, we talk shite all the time.
Yeah. We don't make any sense at all. We really don't. If we actually think about what we've just said, we don't make a lot of sense.
No.
And we use put strange words in as. But it's like like you say, we know what it means, but.
Yeah, does anybody else know what we're talking about?
See, we're all doolally.
That's another one. Doolally tap, isn't it? What the hell?
That's great.
Dilly dally, that was another one.
Dilly dally, yeah. That's a real oldie.
It is, isn't it? Used to be in the song. What was the song? Dilly dally on the way.
Can't sing.
My old man.
My old man, yeah.
My old man. My dad used to sing that all the time. He'd sing random songs all the time, my dad. What was the other one he used to sing? Oh, gee, I can't remember now. That's going to bug the hell out of me now. No, it's gone. Oh, we used to sing Ernie and things like that. Fastest milkman in the West.
Yeah, go Ernie.
See? That's a random British shite. Benny Hill.
I always used to watch Benny Hill with my dad.
I'm damn sure you wouldn't get away with it these days.
No, I think they do. It is on a certain channel you can watch them, but there is a warning.
I think there needs to be a warning. I think most of the programmes we ever watched when we were kids in the 60s, 70s and 80s need warnings.
Absolutely. They were great though. You wouldn't get them now, it's brilliant.
No. No. Mind you, I'd go out with the 90s and the kids used to watch Teletubbies. I'm not sure what they were on when they created that.
Anyway, talk about talking shite.
How long have we been talking shite?
I think we've been doing that for the last half an hour.
Have we? I can't see without my glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, we have. So our timer's up for talking shite.
Yeah. So we'll leave you with that.
Yeah, we'll leave you with that shite bit of 30 minutes of talking.
Yeah.
We hope you like listening to the shite.
So you just think about what you're saying.
Yeah, just be careful about what. Honestly, think, isn't it? Just think for a minute when you say something. Check out and think, oh, okay.
What have I actually just said?
What have I actually just said? And what consequences might that have in the long run? Right, have the most fabulous rest of your day.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye. So much for listening to Chatting Bollocks and Bull with Lynne and Tracey.
If you would like to see or hear more of us, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or of course by subscribing to the podcast.
If you share this podcast with others, you will make two old birds very happy. And finally, if you want more bollocks and bull in your life,
and who wouldn't,
then sign up to our newsletter. The link is in the show notes.
That's all, folks.
Love ya!